Hi, this is Rachel Mills with Drawing Skills. Today we're going to be talking about proportion. So, today we're going to be talking about the human body. We're going to start with proportion. So, to get the human body in the right proportion, that meaning it's all kind of in the right size to each other, so the head isn't so huge that it looks like it's going to fall over, or the feet aren't just awkwardly small or anything like that. You should first off pay attention at all times to whatever you're drawing. So everyone has their own proportions. Most people are about 8 heads tall, 7 heads tall, something like that. Adults have different proportions than children, so you're going to want to study that and look at that. So let's say I'm going to draw a person. I'm going to draw a little box for them to be in. I'm going to split that box in half. In that half is where I put their pelvic bone. I'll talk about skeletons in a minute. If I split this half of the box into 4 pieces, this is where their heads will be, this is where their shoulders will be, their sort of rib cage section, arms, and then if I split this section, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is where their feet will be. Their knees are going to be on the 6th line. On the line, no, their knees are going to be on this 2nd line up. This is that 8th section, this is that 7th section, this is that 6th section. So that's where their knees will be. Here we go. As you can see, I'm being very loose, I'm being very sketchy. That's because I just want to be quick. I just want to get the sort of basic shapes down, and that's all you need to worry about today. I don't think you need to do anything too refined. So, hands, I'm just going to put over here. No, I'm not, that is too high. Everyone makes mistakes. No, I'm good. Yep. So I'm going to put his hands right over here. Yeah, right under that middle line. And there's he is. His elbows are over here on the line next to the middle. And there's his neck under the 1st line. So, there, I have a person in proportion. Now, kids have different proportions, women can have different proportions. So, now would be a good time for you to find a picture, or we can put some pictures of humans, people, and looking and studying their proportions. We can now move on to skeletons. You can, if you want to, go do a very detailed skeleton and try to learn all the names, but that's not strictly necessary. So if you'd like, you can do the same sort of thing, like put him in a box and everything, and get proportion from him that way. But I'm just going to be very simple with it. So I've got his sort of oval head, his rib cage, this sort of shape. He's got his collarbones out, and he's got his joints. Got another rib cage, and if you look, his pelvic bone looks a little bit like a weird little butterfly. You should really look at it though and not just draw a normal butterfly. Really look at it and study it. You sort of come in and there. His feet are just little triangles. And there. That's where that joint is. And that's where that joint is. So that's our wee skeleton. Yeah. You don't have to do any sort of details or anything. You can even just do lines on his face to just show you where his proportions on his face are. But we're going to do facial proportions next week. So really don't pay too much attention to the face. So once you've done a skeleton, just really just a very simplified skeleton. We can now move on to our big project for this. We're going to be sending you to a live drawing video. So when you open this video, you might be tempted to pause it because she will move. She won't just pose for you forever. You might be all like, oh, I'll just pause it and then I'll do all my crazy details. Don't do all your details. Just do her sort of easy, simplified shapes. She might be like super quick. If she's so quick, you might just need to kind of just roughly get in what she's doing happening. Maybe here's her head, there's her neck here, and there's her shoulder, and I think there's her, okay, she's kind of crouching, you know, and that might be all you're able to get in. And then it changes, and then you can't do it anymore. Like once it stopped, like I can't add anymore because I can't see her. So, or else you might have a wee bit more time and you can be a bit more methodical with it. If you want to be a bit more methodical and less scribbly, you can always do the sort of mannequin shapes and everything. So I'm sure some of you have seen those art mannequins, those like wooden art mannequins. You might want to draw one of those in the sort of poses. Just simplify her and kind of make her into a wooden art mannequin. You can do that if you want to. So you can get the sort of idea of how to simplify it if you want to go that approach. I would actually recommend you at least try it once, just for fun. So yes, be quite loose with it. Don't worry about her face. Don't worry about her hands even. You can even just give her little nub hands and that's absolutely fine, absolutely perfect. Don't worry about her feet as well. Just give her the little triangles, little nubs. Don't worry. Just keep it loose, keep it light, and have fun drawing. Keep safe. I can't wait to see all the amazing drawings.